everyone. Welcome to Storytime. My name is Miss McKenna and I am from Kids Quest Children's Museum. Today we are doing a storytime all about friendship. But before we get started, I like to start off every storytime with a song. So I'm gonna stand up and do a drum roll, please. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! Awesome job, everybody. Thank you all so much. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Yay! All right. So, as I said, our stories today are all about friendship. So we're gonna start off with Stick and Stone by Beth Ferry and Tom Lichtenfeld. Stick and Stone. Stick. Can we see Stick? Right over here. Stone. Right here. How are they feeling? They both look like they're frowning. Maybe they're sad or mad. Lonely. Alone. A 0. A 1. Does this look like a 0? It's round like a 0. And this is a line, like the number 1. Alone is no fun. Stick, stone, along comes pine cone, makes fun of stone. How is Stone feeling? He looks maybe scared and upset. Fell off the swing. Won't leave him alone. Vanish, says Stick. His word does the trick. Now they both look happy. Stick and Stone look happy. Stone whispers, "Gee, you stuck up for me." That's just what sticks do, and friends do it too. Stick, Stone, no longer alone. Stick, Stone, a friendship has grown. What are they doing on this page? Looks like they're blowing lots of bubbles. They wander, explore. You can see little eyes inside the cave. What do you think's inside the cave? Lays by the shore. I see dolphins and a sandcastle. What else do you see? A bucket. Then thunder and rain. A loud hurricane. Uh-oh. Stick and Stone look very scared. They're being blown away. Stick is windblown. There goes Pinecone. Hold on, calls out Stone. Again, he's alone. Search day and search night. Stick, stick, stick. No stick in sight. What's this? A huge puddle. Stick stuck in the muddle. Help! Stone rescues him quick. He's rolling down the hill and launching off. Kersploosh! Sticks flying in the air. You rock, Stone, says Stick. That's just what stones do. Best friendship rocks too. Stick, stone, together again. Stick, stone, a perfect 10. How are they feeling on this page? They're smiling, they look really happy. To the end. The end. Can we give that story a round of applause? Yay! All right, so I have a song about friendship. And it's very, very simple. You guys might already know this one. But if you have shakers at home, now is a good time to hit pause and go grab a shaker. So our song just goes like this. The more we stick together, 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 the more we stick together, the happier we'll be. When your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends, the more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Let's sing it one more time, since it's really short. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. When your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends, the more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. Awesome job, everybody. Thank you all so much for singing along at home. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Yay! Just like that. All right. Our second story today. Again, all about friendship. It is called Not Quite Narwhal by Jessie Seema. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. Is that a narwhal? He knew early on that he was different from the other narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's. He had different tastes in food, and he wasn't a very good swimmer. Is he the same as the other narwhals? He looks more like a unicorn to me. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't either. That is, until he was swept away by a strong current. "I wish I were a better swimmer," he shouted. Kelp found himself at the surface, closer to land than he'd ever been. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature. It looked so familiar. It looked like kelp. What animal is this up here? Can you see the unicorn? Kelp swam toward land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little anxious. He had never left the ocean. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. What animal do we see here? You see a crab. It wasn't. Trying to walk sideways like a crab, hop like a frog. And eventually, he got the hang of it. He copied a turtle. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, land narwhals! Actually, we're unicorns. And by the looks of it, so are you. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call them horns. Wow, they're shooting rainbows out of their horns. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies, having some snow cones. And they showed him how to gallop. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Come back soon. Kelp swam toward home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. They have a sign that says, "Welcome home." Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. They say, "Of course you aren't. I'm a unicorn. We all knew that." They took it quite well. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he'd experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns, or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. But then he realized that maybe, just maybe, he didn't have to choose. The end. Can we give that story a round of applause? Yay! All right. I have one more story for us today. Our story is called "He Came with the Couch" by David Slonim. He came with the couch. Our family needed a new couch. That couch is being thrown out of their house and is on fire. They definitely need a new couch. We looked and looked, but we couldn't find a couch we liked. That one fell over. They're sinking in. By nighttime, all we had found was a tin horn for me and a squeaky bone for Roscoe. Then Dad suddenly hit the brakes. "Aha!" he cried. Soon, we were heading home with a new couch. "Who is that back there?" I asked. "I don't know," said Dad. "He came with the couch." There's a creature on the couch. The next morning, he was still there. So I gave him some toast and let him play with Bonnie. "I'm Sophie," I told him. "Who are you?" But he didn't say anything. "Can we keep him?" I asked. "No," said Dad. They're trying to get him off. They're using a giant plunger. Mom and Dad tried to persuade him to leave, but he didn't budge. "Maybe he's sick," I said. So they called the doctor. "It's an acute case of upholsterosis," said the doctor. "He needs to get out more." So we took him to the Grand Canyon. That's pretty silly. He's still over here on the couch. What does the Grand Canyon look like? We took him to the beach. They're making couches on the beach, sand couches. We took him to Washington, D.C., but he never left the couch. Mom and Dad said, "We just have to get used to him." "Great," I said. Then one day, a branch snapped and I fell from my tree. "Help!" I screamed. There was a sudden crash. What happened? He saved me. That's why we're all so glad he came with the couch. But it wasn't long before we were off to another rummage sale. She came with the chair. The end. Can we give that story a round of applause? Yay! Thank you all so much for joining us for story time today. Make sure to subscribe so you can keep up with all of our story times we'll be putting out. Thank you all again, and we'll see you next time.